Welcome to Universe Live. I'm JC Stilovich.
And I'm Joshua Carr. It's Monday, October 23rd, 2023.
North of Gaza, Israeli troops are deployed along the border and waiting to launch a ground invasion.
We are now improving our intelligence and our capacity of targets.
The Israeli Prime Minister is facing pressure from the military and others for a decision to be made.
BYU Jerusalem Center students will return home on October 31st. Students, faculty and their families, and service couples evacuated to Greece last week. The center requests prayers for directors and local employees who remain in harm's way.
A team from BYU creates the first nationwide database for low-head dams across the country. These types of dams are dangerous and have caused more than 1,000 drownings. The database has tracked the location of more than 13,000 low-head dams.
Hundreds of people gathered to celebrate the life of Sister Kathleen Eyring. The funeral for the mother of 6 was held on Saturday. Sister Eyring is known for her love of Jesus Christ and her example of service and commitment to others.
College students perform with the Tabernacle Choir and Orchestra. Glee clubs from Moorhead and Spelman College joined in the weekly Music in the Spoken Word broadcast at Temple Square on Sunday.
BYU is celebrating 20 years of the Cougar Tail this football season. Universe Live reporter Josh Rust shows us what it's like to create this sweet tradition.
I'm here outside of the Lavelle Edwards Stadium before the homecoming game, where they plan to sell 13,000 Cougar Tails, prepared at the BYU Culinary Support Center. Fans have enjoyed Cougar Tails for 20 years, although they may not know how they're made. Jared Wilkie is a full-time employee at the BYU Culinary Support Center, or CSC. This is where most of the food BYU feeds its students comes from. Wilkie specializes in the Cougar Tail.
My title is Cougar Tail King.
He oversees the Cougar Tail making process here at the CSC.
60-something pounds of flour, 50 pounds of donut base, and 50 pounds of ice water into a bowl. We'll let that go for 15 minutes. Then we put it on our table. We separate that into loaves and wraps and let that rest for 30 minutes. Then we let it go through our sheeter back and forth until it's nice and thin. And we put it through, cut it. We measure it by hand.
Once the workers cut the Cougar Tails, it's time for the second round of proofing.
Proofer can hold 250 donuts, and it takes about 50 minutes for it to go through that.
They come out fluffed and ready for the fryer. After frying and cooling, they're ready for the icing.
We have 3 icing tables. We pour in more than 40 pounds of icing per table, and that can do over 130 Cougar Tails.
The team here faces a tall task to uphold this time-honored tradition for the next game.
Nearly 13,000. That is over 2 tons of just maple icing. People have made it their tradition to come to games, have a Cougar Tail, sit watching sports.
As Cougar Tail King, Wilkie also knows how the Cougar Tail first came to be. He explained how a BYU dining director had the idea.
We wanted something really unique to BYU to do at games. So after several different iterations of different things, he ended up going into the Wilk. There's a statue or a taxidermy of a cougar, and he's like, what if we did a tail, something that looked like that? So he asked the donut people at the time to work on something like that, and they came up with a Cougar Tail.
So that's the tale of the Cougar Tail, from the Culinary Support Center to the Lavelle Edwards Stadium. And it really wouldn't be a BYU game without one. I'm Josh Rust from Universe Live.
The Music Man is now showing at the Hale Center Theater, and college students can get tickets for half off. Derek Van Buskirk went to the Hale Center Theater in Orem. Derek, tell us more about the show and the discount.
Yes, I'm out here at the Hale Center Theater in Orem. People have just started entering for tonight's performance. I'm here about 30 minutes early, which means it's the perfect time for students to be showing up for their half-off discounts.
Located in Orem, the Hale Center Theater has been providing intimate entertainment for 30 years. The actor playing Harold Hill in the theater's current production of The Music Man, Bronson Dameron, shares about the benefits of attending shows like this.
I'm biased because I'm in the show, but I think live theater has something that movies and other things don't quite have, especially this venue because the audience is right down there with the actors. You are literally on the front row, face to face with them. So it's really great because you can see the emotion, you can feel the emotion here at this venue almost more than any other.
To get students in the community involved and develop extra seats, the theater offers half-off student rush tickets with 2 ways to benefit. The first is to come before the show. Students who bring their ID cards are eligible to be put on standby if extra seats are found. They are called and offered those seats at half the price.
Another way in which students can benefit from the half-off tickets is by calling this number here. Then they can secure a ticket through any show Monday through Thursday of that same week.
BYU Masters of Accountancy student and actor and music man Evan McKay Naff shares how the theater benefits students like him even outside its discount.
It's really a great experience for students to have, and it's a relatively cheap theater experience as well, and solid productions with a lot of opportunities to see really good theater at a really good price, and they offer even discounts for students.
Attending shows like The Music Man is a great way to show support for BYU students, save some money, and have a great night out. Oh, what's that? Looks like I just got the standby ticket. I better leave now, I might miss will call. Reporting for Universe Live in Orem, I'm Derek Van
Thanks,
Busker.
Derek. Enjoy the show.
Orem City's Halloween event this weekend had more trucks than treats, but it looks like the kids didn't mind.
Public service vehicles from around town stocked up on sweets and parked themselves at University Mall for a family-friendly fest. Universe Live reporter Emma Everett Johnson takes us through the day.
Boo! I am here at Orem City's annual Truck or Treat event. But here, there are more sweets than scares. Join me as we take a look at some of the vehicles around town and the people here to enjoy them.
Halloween is just a great time of year to celebrate as a community.
Truck or Treat returned to University Mall this past weekend. 10-year-old Roman Shepardson liked the crane more than the candy.
Actually, the crane you get to ride on, go up to the sky. Yeah, I went about 100 feet high.
2 chairs ready. Not every kid wants all the bells and whistles, though. Event coordinators designated the first hour of this festival as Sensory Needs Hour.
We do want those who have sensitivity disabilities be able to enjoy the event just as much as anyone else.
No extreme spooks for the little ones.
Police say they want kids to see them as more sweet than scary.
We hope that they remember a positive experience with some police officers, especially with kids, letting them know that we're a safe place if they're ever lost or anything like that.
It looks like lots of kids will leave with that impression. Event coordinators expected a turnout of around 3,000 people.
I think from all the smiling faces, they were pretty happy about it.
Happy Halloween! I'm Emma Everett Johnson here in Orem, reporting for Universe Live.
Thanks, Emma. Some of those costumes were as cool as the cars. Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live.
Have a great day.